Hello, good day. Welcome to Newspaper Review on Niger Watch. My name is Ima, reporting live from Lagos, Nigeria. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to my Niger Watch family across the globe. How are you doing? Happy New Week to each and every one of you. Thank you for being on here. Ladies and gentlemen, please do also like this broadcast. Kindly share and invite someone on to the broadcast. Thank you so very much. It's good to have you here. I'd like to know how your weekend was spent. Please come into the comment section and let's talk. Hi, Osagwofo. How are you doing? Beautiful morning to you, and thank you for being here. Thank you also to Mommy Diaspora. Thank you so very much for being on here, Mama Jerez. Thank you. All right. So each and every one of you, welcome to our newspaper review. Thank you so very much for being on here. I see you and I appreciate you all day, every day. To my amazing panelists, thank you. Yes, thank you in advance. But also, please take out time to like the broadcast before you click on the link, please. Take out time to like this broadcast before you go on ahead to come into the studio. Thank you very much. All right, welcome to today's broadcast. How are you doing? I really like to know how you're doing. So please talk to me on the comment section, or you click on the link and be right here with me. I hope that you are subscribed to our YouTube channel. If you haven't, please take out time to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Also, turn on your notification bell. So for every time Niger Watch goes on live, you would be notified. Thank you very much. Yes, Mary Kimade, beautiful morning to you. Thank you for being here. Sam Sky. Hello, Sam Sky. How you doing? How was your weekend? I hope you had a pleasant one. I look forward to seeing each and every one of you again before I start doing roll call. Yes, yes, yes. We have a register. We'll do a roll call if I don't see each and every one of you already. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for being on here. In another maybe 1 minute, we would begin already. I want to say hello to my people on the comment section. So, guys, come into the comment section. Let us talk. Gabriel, how you doing? Beautiful morning to you too. Thank you for being here. I hope you had a wonderful weekend. Thank you so very much for being here. The link has been posted. If you'd like to, come into the studio and let's dissect the newspaper, today's newspaper. Please do well to click on the link, but first, please like the broadcast before you click on the link. Thank you very much. Evans Musa, good morning to you. We have another Evans in the house. Hi, Evans Musa. How are you doing? Beautiful morning. Thank you for being here. And of course, Mr. Vine Maxwell, how are you doing? Thank you for being on here. I was going to call your name first, Mr. Vine Maxwell, so you don't try to come into the studio at the end or at the close of the of the broadcast. Mr. Vine, how are you doing? Good morning to you too, and thank you for your wonderful messages. Every day you are on this broadcast. Thank you. God bless you. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, please, the need to like every broadcast cannot be overemphasized. Your like gives us visibility. Yes, it makes the broadcast to travel far and wide. So please do well to like every broadcast. Yes, please do well to like every broadcast. I mean, it's not supposed to take you so much, cost you so much. So please take out time, just a second, to thumbs up on our broadcast and also supporting us. Please, it costs a lot to run this broadcast. Yes, it does. So please do want to support us with publicity and every other way possible. Thank you so very much and welcome to the broadcast again. Okay, we'll begin our newspaper review. Our first paper for today is going to be the Punch. All right, on the Punch we have 2023 budget. Federal government plans 1.35 trillion naira war chest against Boko Haram bandits. To acquire fighter jets, ammunition, budget 1 billion naira for terrorist prosecution. IG embarks on road patrol in northern states, promises adequate security. Federal government borrowed 22 trillion naira. Foreign education gulped $609 million, and that report is from CBN. Muslim aggrieved APC Christians to dump Tinubu and Shatima. Controversy surrounds alleged release of 101 Boko Haram terrorists. Presidency, Atiku governors Ayub begin campaign in Uyo today. Forex scarcity hits gas suppliers, price hike imminent. Dangote, shareholders knock Kogi, group alleges exploitation. NDLEA seizes 1 billion naira tramadol at Lagos airports. I believe that's supposed to say NDLEA seizes 1 billion naira worth of tramadol at Lagos airports. Hoodlums rape Kwara University students arrested with 87 phones. Internet fraudsters contacts Facebook herbalist, dismember man for ritual. That's a rather I don't know. I think it's a rather funny story. And the picture we have there is the Pro Tinubu rally ground, Lagos. APC cited yesterday. That happened yesterday. All right, that's all. That's all the news on the point. So let's see what story we have here to take first. I will start with the internet. The internet fraudsters. Please just give me a minute. All right, thank you very much. So we'll start with the internet story. The internet fraudsters contacts Facebook herbalist, dismember man. So they, hey, Nigeria. So they reached out to this herbalist on Facebook, on the internet, on Facebook. I mean, it stated at Facebook, but they ended up using the man for ritualist. So somebody that they went to meet that they supposedly employed or reached out to for the person to perform some kind of rituals for them. They ended up using the person for. All right, we'll move to the other. Excuse me. We move to the other story. Hoodlums. Oh yes, this is a rather pathetic story. So hoodlums raided the University of Kwara State University, and raped their ladies. They went to the female hostel. I don't know what's with security. And they raped the ladies on there in the hostel. And this was done by three people. Their names are Ridwan Abdul Fatai, a 20-year-old young man, Ibrahim Akorede, 25-year-old young man, and Aliyu Akpalado, a 25-year-old man. They are all from Ilorin. And upon investigation, investigation, they got to know that these are the ones terrorizing the people of Kwara State. Like, there are some people who are terrorizing Kwara State due to, or unfortunately for them, they went to bite much more that they can chew. After the invasion at the girls' hostel of Kwara State University girls' hostel, after raping the ladies, they stole other things from them, and that pushed the police into. I mean, we're not talking about one, two, or five girls. That's pathetic. So in all of this happened. They took out time, and I'm sure that these ladies were screaming. Of course, they went no security, nobody could come to their rescue. This is not secondary school. This is university we are talking about. University. Oh, this is rather pathetic. I don't know what the hostel setting of a university looks like, because I was off hostel, off campus when I was in school. So I don't know, but should they not have other people who would have been able? Don't they have security that would have interfered? Or at that point, all of this happened. I'm sure this took more than 1 hour to have raped lots of ladies, and still take out time to rob them. And this was done by just three people. It was a three-man operation. Well, findings, when they got to their hideouts, they recovered 87 phones, and these phones consist of high-end phones that was realized. They have pumping machine. They stole pumping machine. They have television sets. They had other things. So that when they go to someone's apartment and they steal televisions. Okay, yeah, I said televisions already. Okay, so that's about the story of those people. Then NDLEA, they seem to be awake now, as they are seizing lots of drugs. So kudos to them again for this feat. They seized at the Lagos airport 1 billion naira worth of tramadol. That's a big catch. Kudos to them. And the picture story that on there is the 5 million man march organized by MC Oluomo for the presidential candidate of APC, and we've seen that lots of crowd out there. You have celebrities who also came out to join in the rally. All right. That's about what happened over the weekend. And now the 2023 budget. Federal government plans 1.35 trillion naira war chests against Boko Haram. I thought the military just last week were dancing and saying Boko Haram, they were over with Boko Haram. Okay, so is this, you see, that's the problem, right? Today they are done with Boko Haram. Tomorrow, something Boko Haram is coming up. Next tomorrow, they are paying money to this Boko Haram for this, So, I mean, we need to be having credible information. If the military, those military guys that were dancing and they showed the burning of bush, to signify that this is no longer an hideout for them. Everywhere is cleared. Everywhere looks cleared and very free. If that is the almighty Sambisa, or infamous, not almighty, infamous Sambisa forest, it was set ablaze. Patches of it were set ablaze, and that was supposed to, let the good people of Nigeria to know that this is one battle that we've conquered. And I think I brought a story on here, and I was like, oh, thank God, we are done with Boko Haram. On to another one. But well, they are in the budget for the 1.35 trillion naira. Okay, they also want to acquire fighter jets, ammunition, budget 1 billion naira for terrorist persecution. And now, during our afternoon broadcast, we are going to be talking about this, the amount of money that is spent into, terrorist criminals persecution. We are wasting money in that sector. We are wasting money. Okay, let's what other story we have here. Now, I wanted to take the story. Forest scarcity hits gas suppliers. Price hike imminent. Yes, you're wondering what is the correlation, right? Now, these suppliers have to buy dollar from black market because the bank is not giving to them. And so when they buy from the black market, I mean, dollar is selling from black market at 7.15 now. I'm not very updated with the current figure, but as at sometime last week, it went for as much as 7.15. While in the bank, it goes for as much as 435 naira thereabouts. So, should the bank not be the ones giving, industries like this?
Sorry, it's 7.33 to a dollar.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Kennedy. That's better. Okay, so if these people are going to be buying dollar at 7.33, of course. And why we are asking these questions, why is CBN not giving to industries? That way we will not be feeling as much impact as when these people go to buy from black markets. But they say that they are retaining dollars for education, people that are paying school fees and all that. Can we not fix our own educational system? And that's misplaced priority, and that's one of the strongest problems that we have in this country. If you would agree with me, misplaced priority. Okay, and yes, controversy surrounds alleged. I'm reading it as it is in the paper. Controversy surrounds alleged release of 101 Boko Haram terrorists. That's it on that story. That's just it on that story. If you want more, please pick a copy of the Punch and check out on page 22. You have more of the stories on there. We'll move to the next paper, and that's Daily Trust. Thank you to my amazing panelists for being on here. Thank you. I welcome you, and it's good to have each and every one of you. Thank you for being here. Please, if you're just joining us for our newspaper review, I welcome you specially, but please take out time to like this broadcast, share, and invite someone onto the broadcast. Thank you so very much. Okay, we'll move to the next paper. How 62 airlines went moribund since 1960, that is to say, since independence. Okay, multiple charges, harsh business environment responsible. That's from the operators. Need for alternative funding. Are we going to bring foreign investors to come and take care of our airline? And here we have 2023 PDP flags of presidential campaign in Uyo today. Obajano standoff. Dangote to approach court. That's good. Finally, he's approaching the court. Dangote to approach court as Kogi moves to recover company. Anambra boat accident. 16 bodies recovered as Buhari orders rescue operations. 3,000 rendered homeless as flood hits 17 Imo communities. Non-disclosure of lifted crude. Court freezes 3 oil and gas firms' accounts. How flood submerged alarms 4,400 hectares of rice in Nasarawa. Okay, that's all the story on Daily Trust. We'll start with the last one. How flood submerged alarms 4,400. Now, the Minister of Agriculture, if ever you have been sleeping, Well, sorry that this is happening while you are the Minister for Agriculture. You need to sit up. You can't just be sleeping. This is happening. You need to begin to see how you can safeguard and protect. See, there's going to be scarcity. Indeed. When the paper reads that tougher times are ahead for Nigerians, no jokes. This flood is one that is going to affect everybody, as you can see or hear in the papers today. 17 Imo State communities are being affected. 3,000 people have been rendered homeless. Now we are looking at the people that have been rendered homeless, and when you see this flood, you know that nothing can be rescued. You cannot it's not some flood that you say you want to start packing out things. I mean, this is one flood that you have to swim out of. That is if you can even swim. And if there is a canoe to come to the rescue of people already, it's actually, I think I might be able to get some pictures or videos to show us on our afternoon broadcast. So this is one that has affected, or that is affecting everybody. As it is, a bag of rice goes for as much as 38 to 40,000 naira in some areas. So this is not going to be very, very good. I don't know. We are coming to the festive period or season. Our government, our leaders are not proactive at all, because this is not the first time, and they're allowing this to happen again. And this is going to, of course we are going to overcome this, and nothing would be done, and we will come back to this place 10-12 years later again. This, of course, this is not me placing a curse on the land. We just have to do the needful. And I told the story already of 3,000 rendered homeless. I'm not talking about Kogi, I'm not talking about Lokoja, I'm talking about Imo State. Do not forget that we also have casualties like this in Lagos State and in other states. This is a national crisis. This is a national crisis, and all hands are supposed to be on deck, to see how they can put things in order. I believe that something can be done about this. I just hope that they sit up and not wait for it to escalate, so that they can use, some ridiculous amount of money into this budget. They shouldn't have to wait till it gets so bad and they have to take out so much money in trying to curtail this. This is already bad as it is. So these people that are rendered homeless, what's the plan? Does government even have plan for these people? Where do they stay? Where do they take their families to? And being Africa, we don't born easy. How many people has just one or two children that they will run away with? How many lives have been lost in this flood all over the country? These questions, nobody's answering the questions. These things, the president has not come out to talk about it. Is giving his voice to the 16 bodies, to the Anambra boat accident. Does the president have to come out and order rescue operations on? Talk about misplaced priority. We'll go to the last paper for the day. That will be The Guardian. All right. On The Guardian, we have why over 50 million Nigerians are mentally ill, and that's by psychiatrists. So today's World Mental Health Day, and now this is worthy of discussion. While other countries are talking about the effect of mental health and how to get rid of it and how to take care of the people and how best, to help the people that are, should I say, afflicted, or people that are down with mental health. Let's go on to take the story. It says about 75% of those who need mental health care lack access. Nigeria has only 300 psychiatrists to treat over 200 million people. Africa has one psychiatrist for every 500,000 inhabitants. 100 times less than WHO recommendation. Stigmatization major challenge to accessing healthcare, says Adesokum. Jehovah's Witness marks Global Mental Health Day. World Health Organization rolls out measures to reverse suicide mental health crisis in Africa. Subscribers kick as telecoms operators slam tariff hike on data services. UK tax federal government on economic policies, retention of foreign investments. CBN's lending to commercial banks declines by 350 billion naira. Federal, state housing agencies idle as ministries take over projects. Dogara Lawal in talks with Muslim political leaders to stop APC single faith tickets. Tompolo's outfit uncovers new oil theft spots. CDS Kayari vow full investigation. And I don't know why we are acting, our authorities, uh, the National Assembly, all of them, everybody, they are acting like they are just knowing about the oil theft in Nigeria. I mean, this has been going on. Story has it that this has been going on for as far back as 32 years ago. Well, the interview I watched today, the man said that he was once a staff there. So he's saying that it is not possible that if there is a foul play, that everybody gets to know immediately because these things, there are systems to it. As offloading is happening, you know on the go because these things are being monitored. So why are they acting like they really need to stop taking the people of Nigerians for stupid people? They really, 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 really need to. And now Kayari is vowing full blown investigation because this is just happening. Too sad, too sad, too sad. All right. That's as much story we can take on our newspaper review today. Thank you for being here. If you're just joining in, please do well to like this broadcast, do well to share, invite someone onto the broadcast. To my amazing panelists, thank you for being here. And I say beautiful morning to each and every one of you. Mr. Kennedy, thank you for being here. Please unmute your mic and give your submission.
Thank you, madam. Good evening from Japan. I'm happy to be here again. First of all, let me. He said Buhari gave order for rescue operation or recovery operation in Anambra State. Anyway, I don't know what is happening. What is happening to us in Africa? So is there no ministry that is in charge of the waterways or rivers or whatever that is supposed to carry out that duties? Why must the president issue orders for recovery from Abuja to Anambra? Where is the governor of Anambra State? Where are the commissioners? Is it that the president has the responsibility to take care of everything in the country? That is why they said he is the most powerful man in the world. He's ascribing powers, too much powers to himself. That is not his duty. The duty of the commissioner responsible for that area and the governor of the state. But anyway, that is Africa for you. And they said they have a 1.5 trillion naira war chest to do what? To prosecute Boko Haram terrorists or whatever. And uh, they are releasing a large number of terrorists. Yeah. So it's very controversial. It's conflicting news. We don't know what is happening. So if they are releasing Boko Haram terrorists and they are earmarking 1 point something trillion to war chest to fight or to prosecute Boko Haram terrorists, that is very conflicting. Is it that they want to give that money they want to share that money among themselves, or they want to give the money to the terrorists they are going to release? So I don't know what is going on. So everything is very conflicting. And they said Boko Haram is a thing of the past. That was about a week or two ago that they said they were burning the bushes. So I don't know what's going on. So we are tired. Anyway, so what's the other story?
Well, we could talk about the over 50 million Nigerians that are suffering from mental health.
I think it's more than that. They are being economical with the truth. It's more than I've said it here before. I think up to 70-80% of Nigerians are mentally sick. You might not know that Nigerians we are not mentally okay. You see Nigerians talking on phone. You think he's fighting. He's being combatant when he's talking on phone. Even here in Japan, you see our fellow Nigerians talking on phone. The Japanese will be asking if he's fighting with somebody. You see, we shouting any little thing we shout because there are no facilities to check all these things. In abroad here, there are so many kinds of sicknesses, illnesses. But in Nigeria, it's only the people that are naked on the street that are deemed to be mentally ill. So all the other people, like I said the other day, when somebody went to rape a 3 years old child, and I think a lot of people did not agree with me. And look at these guys now that went to I think Kwara State University, or something like that. Went to the hostel, to the female hostel, from room to room, raping people, just three people. What is wrong with these three boys that went there? Is it that they are under the influence of alcohol? Is it that they are taking narcotics? What is going on with them? It is not easy for three guys to just wake up and start terrorizing. Something must be wrong. That is why I said you don't just put them in prison. You have to give them a psychiatric evaluation, give them meta evaluation, and see if there's any way the government can curb that kind of causes that are making these children to behave this way. But a lot of Africans will not agree with me because they are not used to what is going on in developed world. See, that is how the government of developed world, that is how they put an end to certain issues. You give the evaluation, you find out what is happening, the government invests money in that area and see whether they can stop it or not. Because it will continue to happen if you fail to carry out the evaluation. You see, these are sick people. These are sick people. Some people just waking up, three people, they know they are going to be caught. Probably after smoking marijuana, they are in a different world. They think they are greater than everybody. They think they are so powerful that they cannot be caught until they are caught. So the Nigerians, we are supposed to invest in all these facilities. We never feel invest for ordinary hospital. No, talk about psychiatric hospital. We won't invest in. Look at our politicians going abroad for, even when they just have leg pains, they just go abroad. Buhari had a pain in his ear. He went abroad, and there are people dying on the street. Like what I was made to understand from Benin City. Now there are basically virtually no hospital in Benin City. The governor destroyed the central hospital and relocated the staff to a very small place, and the people don't have where to go. So I don't know. The system is not working. I want to stop here. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Kennedy. So apparently there's a news that I missed out on, and I've been very deliberate about giving you guys this news, and because this has to do with the lives of our children. The World Health Organization has condemned these four cough syrups from India. They were manufactured in India. Well, instead of being careful and trying to get down the list of this, I think we should just boycott, the medicine coming out from that place. I think that's just what I think. I mean, before you should have even left your country, you should have carried out thorough, and before it was even allowed into the country. Well, we already know how our own people are, so don't even try to say you want to. It's only this for knowing that this country that we are in and these things that we don't have in place. I think once we have messages or news like this, especially when it comes from World Health Organization, let's just try to, and we don't recall bad things here in this Nigeria. We don't recall things here in Nigeria. Okay, but these are the names of the drugs. We have promethazine oral solution. We have Cofex Malin baby cough syrup. There is Macof baby syrup and Magrip and cold syrup. I'll take that again. Promethazine oral solution, Cofex Malin baby cough syrup, Macof baby syrup, Magrip and cold syrup. They say that this has led to the death of loss of life for children, and that this medicine should be avoided. But Nigerians, please do well to stick to this, do well to look out wherever you get. And remember, cough is a viral infection. We need to look out for ways that we can take care of this in children instead of giving them all of these medicines all the time. And these are for parents out there, not just parents, it's for everyone. I'm sure we have nieces, nephews, we have. So please let this message go around. Talk to people around you about it. Thank you very much. All right, Mr. Van Maxwell, how are you doing today? Thank you for being here.
I'm fine, Sister Emma. Good morning to my panelists, my fellow panelists, and those that are listening to us, all over the world. You see, I just want to, in a country where you don't manufacture anything, there is nothing, you become a dumping ground. Anybody can just send in anything. And this is where I would like to, call out the NAFDAC. What is their responsibility? For all you know, most of these drugs that has been mentioned, you read out right now, are in circulation in the market. People are still buying them. I do not know the system in place for them to recall or take out those drugs, those killer drugs from the shelves. You see, so that's just that. And I would like to speak on the 1.4 about 1.4 trillion war chest to fight Boko Haram. I thought that by now that Boko Haram has been defeated. Is Boko Haram not technically defeated again? You see, you see, this war against terrorism in Nigeria is now a franchise. So many people from the top are benefiting from this fight against terrorism. The monies that are meant to purchase arms, accoutrements, wherever, hardwares, are being taken by individuals. And all of them are in collusion of all this thing that is happening. That is why you cannot see any prosecution of any defaulter or someone who refuses to provide what they are asked to provide. That is the problem. Over 50 million Nigerians, my sister, that figure is it's more than what they have mentioned. If you cannot provide electricity for your people, noise. What do you people call it? Noise? Is it the noise and the emission of carbon dioxide from the gensets Nigerians are using is another serious problem to the Nigerians themselves. Noise pollution has caused a lot of problems on Nigerians because there is no electricity provided for our people to do their job. That is where the government has failed and failed woefully. 101 Boko Haram terrorists released. Systema, if you care to understand, there is no way Nigeria will make progress where in a situation you treat other people like kings and treat other people like enemies. This is what is going on. You arrested agitators that has never carried arms. You went into their houses to kill them and even succeeded in killing many. But those that have caused so much problem to the country, you
Miss Sima, we can't hear you.
Mr. Van Maxwell, sorry. Mr. Van Maxwell, please do not unmute your mic. I was saying that your background is...
okay, there are no noise coming from my background.
Yeah, so if you could please excuse yourself, then I'll come back to you. Just drop a message for me in the private chat and I'll come back to you, please.
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you. All right, Brother Nice, it's good to have you on the broadcast. Good day. Thank you for being here.
Yeah, thank you, Miss Sima. Good morning. How are you doing?
I'm well, thank you. It's a beautiful Monday. I'm well, thank you. And you?
Yeah, I'm fine. Bless God. Nice
Okay,
to be
so
here.
oh yeah, thank you. So let's try to make sense of this. The federal government, they are spending so much money combating insecurity. Well, at least that's what we have in the papers. They're sending out trillions and billions of naira, sometimes dollars, combating insecurity, which we've not really seen so much impact. We've not seen impact of all of these monies that are being spent. Maybe we can excuse that, but what Nigerians need to understand is how you are spending all this money and you are still releasing these people.
Yeah,
Make us understand that.
Okay, thank you, Miss Emma. I would like to refresh our memory. I don't know if you remember the chief of army staff, the late one, the one that died. I think it was last year in the air crash. So that man was summoned to Assembly Nationale in a committee that set up to checkmate the money they relieved to buy weapons to tackle the insecurity. So the man was summoned and the man was relented to come to that meeting, to that committee. No, he was giving a lot of excuse. They was trying to, the time they told him to come for questioning, he refused to come. He now told the commission that he's going to come to so and so day. He has to fix his home date that is going to come. First of all, that is disrespect to the House, Assembly National, to the committee. Then the date that he decided to come, this man was very rude to answer the question that they were asking him. They told him that, where is the ammunition? What about the money the federal government gave to you people to buy ammunition? You understand? This man said they should go and ask the so and so. He referred the committee to other people that they should not ask him that kind of question. That's what the former chief of army staff said. And that man died with that secret today. We did not know how that money went or the ammunition. They did not give anything about it. Until today, Nigerian government did not ask any question. These oil thefts that we are hearing every day now, I hope you listen to what that man that you just talking about, what he said, that these people are involved. All the chief of army staff, all those people, they are involved in that business. And since 90s, this thing has been going on. It's just Tempolo that they just gave money yesterday. They gave contract to yesterday. He unraveled that place in 1 month where chief of army staff and the rest of them, they could not. That did not tell you that these people are involved in that business. So this thing has been going on. Is this government that we have, all those government that we have, previous one to this date, I will not just blame it on W.A.R alone, W.A.R administration alone. The previous one that we have to date, these people have been playing on our intelligence. They are just taking Nigerians for a ride. It's a criminal government that we have been electing for decades. These people, they are just impoverished Nigerians and filling their own pockets. Okay, look now, W.A.R gave money out to buy weapons to fight insecurity, to fight Boko Haram. And at the same time, he's releasing Boko Harams. Who is fooling who? You are giving money out to fight insecurity, to fight Boko Haram, and you are releasing them. The one that is being captured, you are releasing them. You see that these people are taking us for a fool. And that is why I don't want to shout anymore. The only thing I just want to do is to make sure I put all my energy to make sure that we change the status quo. This government in the next election. That's the little hope we have. Because these people we have been electing is a problem. There are problems to us. I'm telling you. The only hope we have now is to change the system with our PVC. Nigerians need to open their eyes. Because these people, they don't mean well for us. They don't mean well for that country. They just suck that country dry. Give that country, a country where one individual will build a refinery, the federal government cannot build a refinery. Which kind of country is that? You know? So those people, they just think that we are fool. We don't know what we are. They don't. If they just wake up and tell us all kind of stories, they think that we don't know. They don't know who they are talking to. You know? So they cannot deceive us. They cannot deceive us anymore.
All right.
W.A.R and his group, look at the money somebody will just budget just to fight insecurity. And this money is going to be relooted. It's not going anywhere, this money. They will share it between themselves. If you ask them question tomorrow, they will still come back and set a committee. And that committee will be asking their question. They will be referring you to this thing. Let me just talk about that issue of that Yahoo boys that use that native doctor. You see, those Yahoo boys, they help us solve one problem. You know, him that used to do evil, they're not using for evil. One problem is solved. Thank you, Miss Ima.
All right, brother. Nice. Thank you for picking on that story. Actually, found that find it very ridiculous and very funny. All right. Sam Sky says, "Let us tell ourselves the truth. Shatima is the leader of Boko Haram. The 1.4 trillion naira budget for Boko Haram will simply be given to Tinubu and Shatima to campaign for the 2023 presidential election. Now, that's the submission of a Nigerian. All right, Mr. Van Maxwell. Please wrap up your submission in another 1 minute.
Oh, okay. Okay, sister. Thank you very much. I was, concerning the 101 Boko Haram that has been released is a slap on the faces of Nigerians. You cannot treat other people differently and treat other people differently. That is not acceptable by me. You went in and arrested people who were only carrying flags. Lucky you killed them. You sent soldiers to go and fire live ammunition into the crowd of innocent, unarmed protesters. Up to today, there is no justice. And the world keeps silent and watch the Nigerian government unleash mayhem on their people. Today, those that has been outlawed and proscribed by the world, you are now forgiving them and releasing them, tagging them repentant people, repentant terrorists. Whereas you keep Sunday Igboho, you went into Sunday Igboho's house and slaughtered people there, simply because the guy said, what is going on is not good. You went to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you slaughtered over 28 people there. They were not carrying arms. But you can vividly, in the faces of all these things, release and pardon non-terrorists that has committed on heinous crimes against the Nigerian populace. Is that justice? Is that equity? Until we begin to call out this government on the underhand dealings that they are having with these people, I don't think Nigeria will ever move forward. Because the blood of the innocent that has been killed in this manner can never allow that country to move forward. Thank you and God bless you. I am pissed off this morning.
Thank you for your submission. Thank you for sharing that on here. Thank you very much. If you're just joining us, this is our newspaper review on Niger Watch. Thank you for being here. Please, someone should please mute your mic. Mr. Judy, I think that's you. Please mute your mic. Thank you very much, sir. Please do also like this broadcast, share, invite someone, and even on the comment section, come on into the comment section. Please do also click on the $ to the right on the comment section to show some love and to support us. Thank you so very much. All right, Mr. Chubuzo, how are you doing today? Please take it away in 2 minutes. Let's catch your submission.
Yeah. Good day, everyone.
In fact, it's my turn.
Yeah. Just what I just pick up. Some of you are discussing about the Boko Haram they just released. You know, I keep on advocating all this thing every time I come to this platform. You cannot budget such an amount to fight terrorism. That is I call it foolishness, because where you're supposed to invest that money, you are not investing it. You are going to buy arm. It's not even that you are going to buy that arm. That money is going to some people who engineer the terrorism because they want to see Nigeria unstable so that they will be making more money. Anyway, the whole thing falls into identification. Before you combat any crime, you need identification, especially in Nigeria. You need identification to secure your security circle. And because we don't have identity card, we keep on nagging on this. No solution. Nothing will happen. We keep on spending money where it's not supposed to be spent. Buying ammunition for what? I don't see the reason. We are not in Ukraine. We are not in Russia. We are not fighting war. Then we are investing a lot of money in ammunition. That money we invest in ammunition, we have We have 770 something local government in Nigeria. If we build home affairs in those areas, that will create millions, if it's not thousands, if it's not millions of jobs. People will be working there. So people can go there and process their paper. This thing will help Nigeria in every part of ways they want to do it. So we investing money in ammunition, that is a waste of money. We need to invest money in our home affairs, build a proper home affairs so that people can go there and access whatever they want to access. You know, all those terrorists they are releasing, they got no address. We don't even know where they are coming from. We don't know where they belong to. We don't even know who they are. We don't even know who is who. You know, the people who are releasing them, they got no address. We don't know who is releasing them. We don't know who are they. So all these things fall into digitalization. We need to digitalize Nigeria. And if we don't do this, we will keep on looking for solution where there is no solution, you know. So what I will tell you is that money is actually, if somebody can advise the government, let them invest it in building home affairs in all the whole local government. That will go a long way. People will go there, get their IDs, get their residential address in places. If we don't do all this, then we will keep on nagging on this program, and any government come and go. If we don't have identity card, we are wasting our time. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chibuzo, for your submission, and thank you for coming on into the studio. Your time here is appreciated a whole lot. All right, Mr. Judin, how have you been, Mr. Judin?
I'm fine, Emma. How are you doing?
Fine, and where have you been?
Well, I've been around. I've been around, just lying low.
All right.
Thank you, all our listeners and my fellow panelists. Honestly, the things I hear every day, I'll just try not to be emotional this morning because Nigeria issue, boy, it makes my blood boil. You know, because I don't know how every time they'll be releasing terrorists, releasing them. These people were released from Kirikiri prison, you know, and they were released in exchange to, according to the news, in exchange with the few captives, you know, on that
The
uh,
natural
Kaduna
attack.
this thing, yeah. Okay. You see that Kaduna incident. Not only that the terrorists have made over 3 billion naira from the government, from Nigerian government, they have also succeeded in releasing their own people at Kuje prison. Government gave them access to go and break into to look as if it was broken in. But this is a plan by W.A.R administration for these people to go there and pretend as if they break through. But government gave them access to do that, to make it like that they broke through. Okay, and they've released them, and they have released again the ones in Kirikiri, which is the one we're talking about today. And yet these people have given out they're budgeting 1.34 trillion to fight terrorism. Who are they deceiving? At the end of the day, who are the people going to handle this money? It's still the same Fulani, Hausa Fulani military and that are in all top positions in Nigeria. At the end of the day, they pocket this money. The little ammunition they will buy, they will put them in, and then they will allow the same Boko Haram to go there in the police formations and take them away. These people are just deceiving us. These are the things that people like me, when we see, I will just say Nigeria, there's no way Nigeria is not working. There's no way Nigeria can be one. There's no way Nigeria continue to be one. It's just a mirage. And anybody that thinks anything is going to be well, is going to go on, all these things will be rectified. That person is just joking. We are going to see. It's a matter of time. People will say, people like you, that people like us have been saying this thing all along. Because if everybody have their own section, you can't tell me that some people will be terrorizing Nigeria, they will be captured and put in jail, and then they will be released into the society again without any form of monitoring. Okay? Do you know so far, W.A.R administration have released 69,000 Boko Haram 69,000 terrorists so far through their program known as Operation Safe Corridor. I don't know if, I'm sure many of Nigerians don't even know this. They have released 69,000 Boko Haram through their Operation Safe Corridor. Meanwhile, they are going to the east, killing people in the east who have done nothing. Going house to house, capturing them. Now you say this is a one country that that people want to continue to exist, and meanwhile these people, not only that, look at the flooding that is going on now. In any ideal society, that flooding, there's supposed to be a national emergency right now. Many homes, thousands of homes have been submerged. I was watching it today. Jesus Christ, people were crying out for help, but nobody was responding. No government, not even any, I didn't even see any government agent responding to them, both state and local and federal. Nobody. Houses, you can only see roof. In some places, only roof you're going to see. I keep wondering, what kind of society is this? In so many places, so many are across, not just in East, but some in Kogi, in Benue, all of those areas. I heard it's because of the dam in where is this called? Cameroon.
Cameroon.
Okay, Cameroon. Okay, because that is kind of overflooded, so they had to open their dam, and then it flowed into Nigerian situation. Okay, and the original plan was that Nigeria initially planned that they're going to make their have their own dam around there to receive water whenever they open. Cameroon opens theirs, but Nigeria have not done anything. That water would have been channeled both for irrigation as well as to produce electricity, but they won't do it. They won't do anything that is right. That is why all this flooding, and it will continue because it's massive. It's massive. Anyway, I just pray that God will help those people. Honestly, if it were to be an advanced country, trust me, there would have been national emergency. You would have been seeing that they would have moved all the forces in that country down to those areas to help the people, at least rescue them from out of danger and put them in a safe place where they can stay until the whole situation is taken care of. But hey, everybody is on its own in Nigeria, and yet we have government. Concerning the cough syrup, I want to say that people should, it's really a big thing. I was reading that news. So far, about 66 children have died in Gambia as a result of this. So people should really, parents should really be careful to avoid any cough syrup that is from China. There's one nice cough syrup. I don't even know if it's in Nigeria. It's called Robitussin. It's very, very good. If they can find that, that is fine. But anything from India for now, they should. The mental health issue, I quickly touch on that. Honestly, it pains me a lot that in Nigeria you can't even find one standard hospital, not even standard, at least substandard hospital that treats mental illness in Nigeria. All you have is just places that when you even go there, you even be feeling sad about the people that works there, not to talk about the inmates. Okay, because mental illness is a big crisis. It's going to be a big crisis in Nigeria as time goes on because it's not taken care of. Again, the stigmatization and everything. People don't know that mental illness is just like every other illness that people suffer. There are many people in advanced countries, such as United States and other places. There are a lot of mental illness people that are CEOs. They go to work, they do their normal businesses because they're having good treatment. Okay, Donald Trump, we all know, he was a president of America. This guy is he has mental problem, but he was able to function at least to some, but you can always know whenever he's not taking his medication. That's whenever he comes out and begin to talk gibberish, during campaign and stuff. You will know that this man might have not been taking his medication, but he has mental illness. But he's able at least to manage himself. And many people in United States, here 1 in every 5 adults has mental illness issues. However,
right, Mr. Judy,
there are people, they have good facilities where these people are being taken care of, like kings. Okay, because this is my specialty, and I know a lot about it. We take care of them, and I hope Nigeria will begin one day. people will begin to realize that these people need help. They are human beings. They should be able to take. The government should be able to have a good facility, medical facility for them to be taken care of, and not just leave them to roam about the streets and wander about. And even those who have not even gone out of the streets, that hearing voices, seeing things, and they feel a spirit. Everything we spiritualize it in Nigeria, whereas these mental signs of symptoms of mental illness. So I just hope God will help us in that country. Honestly, there's so many things that is going on, which that beat my imagination. Anyway, thank you guys.
All right. All right, thank you very much, Mr. Judin, for your submission, and thank you for coming on to this broadcast. Big shout out to Sam Sky. Sam Sky, thank you very much. Michael, I see you too. Mommy Diaspora, thank you for always, Mama Dearest. Bella Nahumi, how you doing? Good to have you on this broadcast today. Thank you for being here. Mary Daniel TV, thank you so very much. Brian Maxwell, thank you. Advance Musa, Gabriel Ese Izogi, thank you very much. Mary Kimade, thank you so very much. Osagovo, thank you, each and every one of you. A big thank you and shout out to each and every one of you. And those watching us live, thank you. And those watching the replay, hi, how are you doing? Thank you. But please do also like this broadcast before you exit. Thank you very much to my amazing panelists. Thank you for being on here. Please, if you didn't take out time to like the broadcast before clicking on the link, please let's try to do that, okay? But if you didn't, please take out time to like the broadcast before you leave. Thank you very much. Thank you so very much. All right, Mr. Kennedy, we've come to the close of today's newspaper review. You have anything to say to us? All right, let's move on to Mr. Van Maxwell.
Yeah, thank you so much, Emma. The only thing I would just say here before I leave is that Nigerians must come out to speak the truth. That thing you feel that today is not affecting you, tomorrow will definitely affect you. When they slap one in the face and you sit at your corner and say, and start laughing, one day it will come to you, because as long as nothing was done to prevent it from happening to that person, that particular person that slapped that one will have the temerity to come to you and deal with you as well. We should not massage or embellish issues here. Nigeria is boiling. The people are suffering. It is the right time for us to call out those that are vested with these powers to make life meaningful for the people. But as long as we continue to embellish and look the other way, this thing will continue. I do not care, even if P2B goes in there. If the structures are not in place to do away with strong men but strong infrastructures, Nigeria will still be where it is if P2B lives. I urge you people to please do the right thing. Thank you, and God bless you all.
Thank you, Mr. Van Maxwell. Thank you very much. Okay, please, ladies and gentlemen, please, Nigeria Watch family, do well to support us by pressing or by clicking on the $ to the right on the comment section. Please, your support goes a long way. So yes, we are clamoring for support from each and every one of you. Thank you, Michael. Yes, of course. Do not forget our lineups remain same. We have newspaper review Monday through to Saturday, 10 a.m. Nigerian time. We have the chat. Come rain, come sunshine, Mondays and Wednesdays, 1 p.m. Nigerian time. We have discussions Monday through to Thursday, 5 p.m. Nigerian time. We have the debates. Yes, guys, 6 p.m. Nigerian time. Do not forget the Sunday show with leftists. Just turn on your notification bell. So for every time Nigeria Watch goes live, you would be notified. And today being World Mental Health Day, we will be talking about that on the chat. On the chat today, we'll be running one of our series, Which Way Nigeria? Yes, and we'll be talking about mental health, talking about this mental health. I think if the country is okay, a good number of Nigerians will be okay. But then again, that's just my perception. Maybe we need, of course, we need psychologists, psychiatrists. Yeah, we need them to, but let's start with having a better country. The things happening in Nigeria is enough to give somebody mental health illness, I tell you. So we're talking about that. We're talking about the flooding that has, that has taken over Nigeria. We'll be talking. We are going to be running our series, Which Way Nigeria. You know, on Which Way Nigeria, we talk about the things that are affecting us that should not be affecting us. So do well to join us by 1 p.m. today on the chat. Let's talk about our beloved country. Thank you very much, Mr. Kennedy. Do I have you back?
Yes, I'm back, ma.
All right. Okay. All right then. Take it away, Mr. Kennedy.
Okay, like I have said about the mental health issue, the government should invest more in our health facilities and make sure the dividend of democracy is trickling down to the citizens, not only the government officials who have the financial strength to travel abroad when they are sick. What about the ordinary citizens that has no money, no even money to feed? And the situation in Nigeria is capable of making people sick. The temperature is harsh, and the condition is extremely harsh. That's an extreme condition. Imagine when somebody is not aware of where he's going to get the next meal from. That person is bound to be sick mentally. And you have your 5 children, your 6 children, your 7 children with you, and you are not sure how you're going to feed them for the day. So that person is bound to be affected mentally. So there are a lot of situations in Nigeria, and the oppression in the whole of Africa alone, the way the poor people are oppressed is enough to cause a mental imbalance. And not that. Now look at this Buhari, he just dey do anyhow. Now maybe because he won't come out, just dey do anyhow. He dey free terrorists. They tell us say you need 1.5 trillion to prosecute terrorists or whatever, or this Boko Haram, and you are freeing some people, and you have a budget of about 20.5 trillion, and you are not sure of where you're going to get the money from. You go to National Assembly to present this or to lay bare this budget in the National Assembly. I don't even know what is going on. Look at this, I don't know how to pronounce his name, Bajaba Mila or something, who is a Speaker of the House of Representatives, dancing in the stadium. With the situation of the country, you think somebody that is mentally okay would be dancing at this time? The country is in comatose, and the president is coming to lay bare that budget of 20 point something trillion, and he has not told us where he's going to get the money from, and no country is ready to borrow to lend us money anymore. And everything, nothing is working. We just have to persevere. Just we have to wait. Let's continue to sensitize our people towards electing credible people in February and March next year, so that we have credible people in government, so that they can take us to where we want to go. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Kennedy. I wish you an amazing rest of the day. Do well to join us by 1 p.m. Nigerian time on the chat today, Mr. Kennedy. I'll be
Thank
expecting you. Thank you very much. All right, Brother Nice.
Yeah, thank you. What do I have to say? I have nothing to say. Mr. Kennedy, I've said it all. So I think the mental health issue is for later in the afternoon, right?
Yeah, we'll deliberate more on that later in the afternoon.
Yeah. So yeah, we should keep on the momentum and keep on campaigning for the right president, for the right leader, Peter Obi. The campaign have started. I don't know when. I don't know if Obi movement, if we still have another campaign this week. I don't know. So I just encourage them to continue. You understand? It's the only way. Don't sell your vote. Thank you.
Thank you, Brother Nice. I'm sure the good people of Nigeria have said that. Thank you very much. Okay, Mr. Judin, let's catch your reaction in 1 minute, please.
Yes, we didn't talk about, I think there was an issue of oil, right? Right now, I don't know if we've had, before we were losing, I think they said about 400,000. Now it's up to 700,000. We are losing every day on oil bunkering. Isn't that sad? And then there's a revelation again by Tom Polo. I was listening to him today or yesterday. This guy said he has a list of all the people involved in oil bunkering, in all this theft. He has a list. So if he has a list, what's the government doing? from collecting those lists and working on them and getting those people arrested and prosecuted? No, he's not going to do that. Why? Because they are the ones involved in the same oil theft on the top military officials. And who are they? Hausa Fulanis. And those that work in oil company in NNPC, who are they? The top officials in NNPC? Hausa Fulanis. Good luck. Well, one Nigeria. That's what you get. It's so sad because all these things are the truth are all there. And when they come out and deceive us, and as if they don't know what is going on, whereas they are the one actually perpetrating the havoc that we are seeing happening daily in our society. It's sad. It's sad. The terrorism is happening. Nobody to call. Those to call, they are the one that is actively involved in the terrorism. How can you call a government to fight on terrorism when he's the one responsible for it? How can you call them to tackle oil theft when they are the one responsible for oil theft? They want to gather as much money as they can gather because they know they might be going away very soon, so that, they gather as much as they gather as they are going. Look at how much we are losing. And they said that is not even the only one, that there are quantities that is produced, that anytime they come to buy the ones they buy officially, that they go with extra. And that extra, nobody even knew about it. They only had to tip the officials that works there. And they'll carry as much as they can. In fact, only God knows how much Nigeria is losing from oil.
All right, Mr. Judy. Thank you very much for your.
It's so sad.
I hope to have you on the 1 p.m. broadcast today. All right, Mr. Judy, thank you very much. Mr. Chubuzo, if you're still with us, please.
All right. Yeah, Emma. Anyway, let me just have a little bit of talk on the flood. We spoke about this thing last time we were in this platform. I told you that if government want to get rid of flooding, it's one way alternative. Build tunnels. Don't build gutters. Build tunnels. I know Nigerians don't understand what is called tunnels, but those who can advise the government should advise them. Let them build tunnels that contain at least two-story or one-story building down. You will never see flood anymore. You can never see it again. So if government can be able to, invest a lot of money into tunneling, build tunnel all over the state, channel it to any exit, you will see all this trouble we're in. We won't be finding it anymore. So, but government are reluctant. The people in power, they're confused. They don't even know what to do. They don't understand how the leadership works. So we keep on making the same mistake and trying to find a solution where there is no solution. So Nigeria needs to do more to see that they change the way they operate. The operating system is not good. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chibuzo. It was amazing to have you on the broadcast. I wish you a beautiful day, a wonderful week even, and I hope to have you right here with me for the 1 p.m. broadcast today, the chat. Mr. Chibuzo. All right. Thank you very much to each and every one of you that has held it down with me here. Thank you so very much. Reality Updater, how are you doing? Thank you for being on this broadcast. Sam Sky says, please don't forget to collect your PVC from INEC, because if you don't collect it, our opponents might use it against the obedient family. I'll take that again because that's a key.
Emma, hold on. Let me just that thing you just mentioned right now about PVC. I want to just mention something about it. Most of the people that registered, don't forget, most of the people that registered got no addresses. You see, this is why I said that we need identity. We need a residential address. If like we have a residential address.
What do you mean by no address? Okay,
no,
you know what? we could talk about this later on the chat. I hope to have you there. We could talk about this on the chat, please. We have another broadcast right now running, so I don't want you to miss out on that. So we've come to the close of today's newspaper review. Thank you very much for joining us on this broadcast. But please do not forget to collect your PVC. Yes, if you took out time to do that strenuous registration, please just go and collect it. It's a job well done. Just complete it. Thank you very much. All right. Thank you to each and every one of you. Now, Bella, I'm sending roses and kisses to you, my darling sister. Thank you so very much for holding it down with me. Do want to join us on the broadcast that is currently running. You don't want to miss out. I am even logging out to join this broadcast too. All right, ladies and gentlemen, until I come your way again, please stay well and stay safe. God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Bye for now.